According to the armed forces, 12,192 citizens from several countries, including Egypt, have been arrested in 2016 in attempts to illegally cross the Egyptian borders. The military says that it has filed 434 court cases about this issue during the same year. For years, many Egyptians have tried to leave for Europe through the Mediterranean, but with the deterioration in African and Arab crisis, the country has turned to a migration hub.
The nationalities in the latest arrest by the army do not include Egyptians. They are from Somalia, Sudan, Eritrea, from African countries who use Egypt's geographic location to be a passage to Europe. Egypt's role is to control the borders, and the Egyptian armed forces has been doing that successfully. 12,000 in 1 year is not a small number.
I think the number is much less than the reality. If we expand the understanding of illegal immigration to include those who come to Egypt, whether they are Africans or Arabs, and add it to the Egyptians who leave, the numbers are huge. And in terms of arrests, we always know that if you have discovered 100 crimes, there are thousands that have not yet been discovered.
Government officials estimate the number of refugees here in Egypt to be around 5 million. With the current economic hardships, it has been unable to take proper care of that huge number or even create jobs for its own citizens.
The government's plan for 2017 is to limit these phenomena through two approaches. First, by creating jobs in Egypt for the youth, so they would look nationally for work before thinking about going abroad. The second is by increasing the control over the Egyptian borders.
In October 2016, the Egyptian parliament has passed a law that criminalizes illegal migration, imposing harsh penalties and hefty fines for violators.
If the law is applied, it might help, but there is a huge gap in Egypt between laws and realities. Not all of them get implemented. We are talking about people who leave while knowing that they risk drowning and dying. It's a huge gap between what is going on among people and how the government is approaching the issue.
The intensity of illegal migration from Egypt is now at its lowest level. By March, once the warmth of the spring arrives to North Africa and the Mediterranean becomes steady for small boats to sail, the influx of migrants to Europe is expected to return, unless Egypt can change its approach in the coming 2 months. Adel EL Mahrouky, CGTN, Cairo.